everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Steamers going up against the Condors. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
We appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Memphis Steamers and the Sacramento Condors. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They come in off the very rare tie a game ago.
And it'll be interesting to see what their mindset is going into this game. Sometimes that can be a deflator, and sometimes that can just really make you mad and more determined the next time out.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. Spinning past him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And this defense is on the field right now and just looking to keep the momentum, the mojo going from a week ago.
Partner, this defense is full of confidence. They feel great about themselves, and they don't think anyone can move the ball on them now.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give them 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And many use the running game like boxers do. Body blow after body blow after body blow. You may not get what you want early, but those add up, and by the 4th quarter, you could break a big one.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Let's go.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90. Blue, 90.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up a throw, and he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And they'll run it here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And now back out comes the offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The defense now working their way back onto the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now can they carry that over? Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The play clock's running down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The defense once more getting set to do battle as they head back out. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
4 down, 4 down. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd down now following the run. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more after this. A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
I bet you are. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Looking to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And his kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The defense working their way back out now onto their home turf. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone. And when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And we get a glance at this defense again. And they really dug in deep on that last drive. They gave up quite a bit of yardage. Somebody must have said something in the huddle, though, because they got a big stop.
And someone on the sideline said, what took you guys so long before you dug in on that possession? But you're exactly right. To be able to grit it out at the end after giving up such a long drive, they have to feel better about themselves. Now they want to start this possession and not let it get to that extent.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw now on the final play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Condors have done some good work defending the pass. The Steamers really did a good job in that area last week, but yardage-wise, they're not making the same kind of impression in today's game. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd down from the 26. They're going to come away with another sack. This goes for a loss of 4. Final moments of the first half. The pass will be completed into coverage, and he'll end up picking up 13 yards on the play. The offense would head off after throwing the interception. After that turnover, to once again sack the QB, this will go as a loss of 10. That'll do it from Sports Studios for the call of the second half. Let's get back out to Sacramento, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So not the same performance here that we saw a week ago. After the game, we were talking about it. He was hitting on all cylinders. That's just not the case here.
I know usually on the ride to the airport, we're talking about so many other things, but we were so locked into how well he had played. Sharp throwing the football, made the right decisions on when to run, when not to run.
And you notice his footwork was really good.
Footwork was on point. I thought his ability to manage the game as well, get him into better plays. I thought he was really locked in. So far in this game, we're not seeing that. Hopefully he'll be able to pick it up. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They bring their punter out there now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Play clock winding down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Let's go. Blue, land it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Now, look at 56. Look at it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. To throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. 51.
Here's the option going right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
We are back now in Sacramento. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
4 down. Let's go.
2nd and goal from the 7. Now they'll run on the draw. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This will be taken about the 12. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now this offense ready to take over again. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And the play clock's running down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw here, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And the punter is set here. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The defense now getting set and heading back onto the field. And a field goal surrendered the last time out. Just by and large, are field goals wins for the defensive side?
They certainly are in today's football because offenses are so tuned up and usually have the ability to strike almost at will that when you're only giving up 3, you feel like it's almost like basketball. You're trading, right? I give up 3 on my end. I'm counting my offense to get 6 on the other, and that is a win.
Yeah, it's a win for the kicker, too, I guess, if he makes the field goal, right?
No doubt about it. He feels good about things, but his team feels like they settled.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
4 down, 4 down. Alert. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on here is the punting unit. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give them the 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Third down and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
He'll drop to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense, and it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One of the underappreciated aspects of great quarterbacks is their ability to sell fakes. And on draw plays, when they can sell the pass really hard to the defense and then hand it off, that's when that play's successful.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way.
Where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And now back out comes the offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right? The overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. He's got time in the pocket, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Nice job there, right, of just going through the progressions, finding the open man, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane works pretty well in this league, as we just saw there. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here we go. Green.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 3 down. All right, now look at 56.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
2 times. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And they will punt it away. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Sacramento, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.